Today we are going to learn about a new category of articles, namely Possessivartikel. I'm talking about Possessivartikel here, but some people also refer to them as possessive pronomen. However, I prefer the term Possessivartikel. As their name suggests, Possessivartikel show us who or what something belongs to. If we want to use the Possessivartikel grammatically correctly, we need to know three things. We need to know who someone or something belongs to. We need to know the grammatical gender of the person or thing that belongs to someone. And we need to know the grammatical case of the word in the sentence. Sounds pretty complicated at first, doesn't it? But don't worry, if you get the grammatical gender or case wrong, it's not a big deal. And with time and lots of repetition, you'll soon be saying everything correctly automatically. Be patient. Let's look at this from the first-person perspective. Let's imagine that the person in the picture is me, and these are my things. The Possessivartikel for ich is mein. That's the first piece of information I need to know. Next comes the person or thing that belongs to me. Here I need to know the grammatical gender. Do you remember the names and the articles for the things? We have Computer, Handy, Jacke, and Bücher. And what's the grammatical gender? Der Computer, das Handy, die Jacke, and die Bücher. By the way, up from this video, I will mention the grammatical gender in this order because I feel it makes it easier for us to keep track of the grammatical topics that come later. So we have masculine, neutrum, feminin, and the grammatical numerus, plural. Finally, I need to know the grammatical case. I'll explain the grammatical cases in more detail in another video. For now, let's just accept that the verb sein always requires the case nominativ. So let's take the sentence das ist as an example with the nominativ. For masculine nouns, the sentence is das ist mein Computer. The article in nominativ for neuter nouns doesn't change either. Das ist mein Handy. For feminine, we need a new ending on the article. The grammatical marker for feminine is e. So I say, das ist meine Jacke. And for plural, I also add e to the article. Of course, I also have to conjugate the verb in plural. So, das sind meine Bücher. So let's remember, in nominativ, we do not add a new ending to the article for masculine and neutrum. For feminine and plural, we add an e. And we remember this pattern for all future Possessivartikel. Let's imagine that the person in the picture is our conversation partner. The Possessivartikel for du is dein. So what do you think? How would the Possessivartikel look like? Exactly. Das ist dein Computer, dein Handy, deine Jacke, and das sind deine Bücher. When we talk about a person, we also have to distinguish between masculine, neutrum, and feminin. For masculine, the Possessivartikel is sein. But be careful, the Possessivartikel sein has nothing to do with the infinite form of the verb sein. For neutrum, the Possessivartikel is also sein. For feminin, it is ihr. So we know the word ihr as both a Personalpronomen and as a Possessivartikel. Let's imagine we are talking about the things that belong to this man. What do you think? What would be the Possessivartikel? Right. Sein Computer, sein Handy, seine Jacke, and seine Bücher. The same applies to neutrum. If we were to translate the article literally, the Possessivartikel would be its. But of course, we can't always translate everything literally, so we have to decide how to translate the article based on the context. When we talk about the things that belong to a woman, we use the Possessivartikel ihr. And what are the articles then? Exactly. Ihr Computer, ihr Handy, ihre Jacke, and ihre Bücher. To keep this video from getting too long and so you can concentrate on the Possessivartikel in Singular first, I'll stop here for now. Here is a table with an overview of the Possessivartikel in Nominativ Singular.